starting at different times. Rashid Wagaba from Uganda sees his good friend. He's 7-3 up on the hill against Salia Tila. Just gone on the hill as well. Abdamane Chorfi, 7-4 over Owen Amato from Cyprus. Sorry, from Malta, I beg your pardon. Joe Prince, 6-3 up. Scott Gillespie won earlier on over Nicholas Laraquer by 8 racks to 4. Craig Waddingham in action as well against Michel Sagredini. Let's concentrate on this one. It's dry. .30-second shot clock, one extension of 15 seconds each per rack.
Watching him now, you think he's a striker, but he came into MMA as a grappler. But what are the holes you see in his game?
If you're just gonna stay and try to box him, it's not gonna work it because it's his pace, you know. But if I lose, I'll give him $500,000. I beat him, he's gonna give me $500,000.
That's big words right there. Patty Pimblett ain't throwing numbers around like that. I heard that your family and that your family's money comes a bit from construction.
Millions is not enough. Billions is enough.
Drika said he'll give him $10,000 for every time he's able to take him down.
If he's really thinks like he's gonna pay $10,000, he's gotta give all his money to Hamza.
Islam's got to go up and fight for that 170 title now. Would you want to go up to 170? Woo! Here we go, boys. We're back. Overdogs podcast in his house. Big fight talk, combat talk today. We got a great guest for you. And, all things considered, there's big things happening in the combat sports world. I mean, there's a $25 million tournament in March of 2026. It looks like July 4th, 2026, there may be a UFC fight at the White House. I mean, the president and Dana White are both saying that, it's happening, it's in the works. We got John Jones and Conor McGregor back in the testing pools. Both of them are talking big game on getting a fight over there. I saw people on Twitter saying, because I was throwing my name in the hat, like, bring me back for a White House fight, we want to see some really tough Americans in there going at it. Maybe be a lot of pressure, but I'd be up for that challenge. And, people online were like, oh, yeah, a bunch of bad civilians are the ones that are going to be fighting at the White House. We all make mistakes, man. We all got to learn and grow from it, So what's up with you, Mac? What's going on out there on the west side?
Oh, you already know, bro. West Coast, Best Coast. We have another dust storm happening right now.
Off the back.
Yeah. But, dude, let's talk about this. This reminded me of Love Island. Love Coldplay concerts. What do you think about that?
Dude,
like, if they would have played it off in any way besides ducking, no one would have noticed. Yeah, bro. Like, literally, he should have slapped her in a rear naked choke and be like, like, just playing around, like, we goosing around. Anything besides dicey.
Anything was going viral. Apparently, everybody knows the CEO of every company, or at least the media sure knows who they are. And then the media is the first one calling out the news. So it didn't matter. whoever
It mattered.
told the
It mattered.
teleprompter or whoever runs the camera, hey, point at the CEO of whatever company. I was listening to Andrew Tate's Twitter rants today about that. You know, he got a lot of hits on that, and I was sharing some things with my wife because I said something awesome and super positive, because he's like, what's the point of a man getting married? And I looked in the comments, and one comment said, you know, I don't know, it said something on the lines of like, nothing really, it's just for the woman or something or whatever. And Andrew Tate responded to it, was like, yes, exactly. And I'm like, you know, I jumped on there like, hey, hold on now, man, my queen, peace and love, and like, you know, pride for the family, and you know, for my family name, I'm definitely proud to have Latoria as my queen, and she's super awesome. And you know, the whole time I'm writing it, I'm like, maybe I just, you know, hit the lottery. And you know, there's some really great people out there in the world. There's obviously lots of horrible ones. So I also said, you know, I haven't made 30 million yet, but if I do it with my wife on my side, you know, it'll make it that much sweeter. So, hey, let's plug the channel. Hey, Overdogs Podcast, we're here. We're consistent. We're loyal to you, baby. We keep bringing the fuzz, and you know, we keep it trimmed. Nice haircuts every week for you, and we're looking smooth, smelling clean. You know, nice and easy breezy, beautiful. I'm a cover boy. Put me on the front page of Vogue or something. Put me and Mac on there back to back like this. Overdogs Podcast. Subscribe, like, let us know what you think, man. We're in the comments checking for you.
If you want to show up sharper, stronger, and more dialed in, it starts with what's flowing through your veins, which is why you need to check out the Vinia Double Dose Chews. These aren't your average supplements. Each chew gives you 2 full doses of Vinia's patented red grape cell nutrients designed to support your body's natural production of nitric oxide, which is key for blood flow, oxygen, and nutrient delivery. This stuff is made for athletes. The chews are informed, sport certified, which means every batch is tested and trusted for clean sport. No banned substances. And here's what matters. 0 stimulants, no caffeine, no sketchy blends, just plant-based fuel that works for your body. Right now, listeners of Overdogs get 10% off their first order. Go to www.vinia.com/overdogs and use the code DOGS10 at checkout. That's vinia.com/overdogs, code DOGS10.
That Robert Whitaker versus Rainer de Ritter is not on that one.
No.
So that matchup was just called. We got Robert Whitaker. You know, I'll tell you right now about that fight. Everyone wants to see the old Robert Whitaker.
Wait, that came up super fast. That's next.
Right. So some fights, you know, just get a longer haul on stuff.
Yeah.
And they really get the time. Rainer de Ritter has been fantastic coming to the UFC, and he's been a force. So, you know, considering what we saw from Robert against Hamzat, even though Hamzat's been great, Rainer's a big, strong guy who started in that weight class. He's always been a big guy, clean-cut dude, keeps it smooth. Robert Whitaker's striking, on the other hand, you know, Rainer's known more for his grappling, but you know, whenever we want to see that old fighter return, you know, it's like 99% they don't.
Yeah, You know what? Sorry, I'm not trying to spin it. Right, this is you're absolutely right. This is like kind of up and comer dude in his prime fighting one of our prime all-time greats of the sport. And it's like, has he climbed over the hill, or is RDR that good? And balancing that out is difficult.
But that's what makes it interesting.
Exactly.
Because Rainer's really from another company. When so many people doubt someone who's been in the game, though, and just because he just got to the UFC, you know, Michael Chandler sucked. He did. He came in, he sucked. All the
Hey,
guys.
at least he was exciting though, dude. I will. Yes, he has not done very well, but
Who's
he has
been
been
the best one to come from another organization? Was it Triple C? Was the
in.
best one to come from somewhere
Nah,
else?
he came up through like UFC's pipeline.
Did he?
Yeah,
Because Demetrius was the pipeline, and then
they gave him off for Ben
Cejudo came
Askren.
in as this Olympic champion from. He wasn't a champion somewhere else.
Who?
Cejudo.
So who don't know? No. He came up through. I think he went through LFA. Like that was one that the UFC had their eye on early.
Okay.
If he did fight, he fought it somewhere else, like maybe once or twice. But I don't. I think he fought like straight up through LFA, like where they just pulled him over the second he had enough like legit victories. But I'm trying to think of your question, like who is someone who came from a different org? I know. Okay, if you go back to the Strike Force days, it's people we've talked to. It's
That
people
was
you've
kind
beat.
of different. It was like
It's
Strike
different.
Force was UFC path.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't
Except
really.
for Luke Rockhold was probably the worst Strike Force guy.
John Lineker came. Oh, dude, here I have it. It's kind of weird. Yuri, by far Yuri.
Prohaska.
Because he came
Where
through
did he come
Pride.
from?
Well, Ryzen, but Pride. He fought all of his
Okay,
career in
Ryzen
Ryzen.
and Pride was UFC path.
Nope, because Ryzen,
That almost makes Yuri OG.
it kind of does. Because
It
now
makes
the
him OG. All the best guys that we ever knew, Dan, Rampage, Vanderlei, Mirko, all those guys, Pride.
well, but and so Yuri's like the only like Pride product we've had. That's pure like Pride product, like because Ryzen is just the new Pride, but now UFC and Zuffa did bought out the Pride and Strike Force rights for all their viewing rights and all that. But yeah, Yuri would be probably has to be.
But
That's the
we've
biggest.
gotten a couple guys from that side of the world, like Japan and stuff. They probably came from Risen and actually only fought a couple times.
tumanyi wabikola olina okubanga ebintu biri kiriya wala
ati ngendaga ate esimu yange erisyo ejjukira bayizeni nali nkozesa data eyinza olusi eyinza okuba nga egendako olusi nekugamba wifi nakoze poor quality video ngekitiriza next time wabyo tebitwala budde bungi ebyokufumba just kusiika magi so kamala okufumba wagi ente ngenda kufumba wena